Hey folks, it's Autumn from the blog at traditionallife.com, and today I'm going to show you how to plant peas from seed. And I'm specifically going to show you how to save space when growing peas. Because here's the deal. I enjoy having peas on hand, but I find, first of all, that they take a lot of space in the garden. And secondly, they don't give a lot compared to a lot of other crops anyway, but my man loves them, so every year I put some in for him. And then a couple years ago, I was started observing kind of the way they climb and need a trellis, at least the type of peas I grow. I don't grow a bush variety. This is a climbing variety. And so I started to wonder, what else can I plant with it? And I actually found a great way to save space in the garden is to plant your peas on a trellis first thing in the spring, and then a couple weeks later, when you can put your warm weather crops in, I actually plant cucumbers a row apart from your peas, and they will also climb your trellis. You'll get your peas growing up above your cucumbers, harvesting from them. Your cucumbers are growing down below. It's a great system. So today I'm going to show you just the planting the peas portion because it's not warm enough here yet for cucumbers, but I want to walk you through, show you how I like to do it, how you can maximize space in your garden by companion planting peas and cucumbers together. The first thing you are going to notice is that I am planting my peas in a very wide garden bed. You'll also notice it's heavily mulched with rotten hay. This really eliminates the need for weeding throughout the gardening year, and the wide row lets me plant both the peas and the cucumbers and not run out of space in this garden bed. Yesterday I drove in some stakes. I took some wire, ran that between them. This is a stucco type wire. It's got smaller weave, and so it's great for letting peas and cucumbers climb up it. And I just staked it out. This is probably actually too much space if I grow peas and cucumbers on each side of this trellis, but as I always say, you can never have too many cucumbers for canning and pickling and also for fermenting. So we're going to go with it this year and see if we don't have cucumbers coming out our ears. Not a bad thing at all. The peas I'm planting today are an heirloom snap pea variety, and this type is meant to be eaten in the pod. So when we have extras, I will actually bring them into the kitchen, blanch them, and then throw them in the freezer, and we'll put them in stir fries and things like that throughout the year. To plant, all I'm going to do is go along the base of the wire we have stretched here, and I'm just going to part the straw. We're going to part it till we get down to soil, and then we're going to space our pea seeds on top. I actually plant a little bit differently from a lot of people in that I don't hardly ever push my seeds down into the soil. When you're using mulch like I do, it's easier to just part the mulch, get down to your soil, lay your seeds on top, and then I will actually get a bucket, gather up some soil, and then I will lay the soil on top of the seeds. It's just a little bit of a tidier way to go about doing it. I love it. So that's what we're going to do here. And then we will spread that on thickly as per directions for peas, which is about a 1/2 to 1 inch of soil. This accomplished, we're just going to let it sit. I'm actually not going to water because we just had a bunch of rain. The soil's pretty moist, and so I'm not too worried. If it's hot for a couple days in a row, I will water the seed, but that's really all there is to it. We're just going to wait for them to grow. The peas will naturally climb this trellis because they are close enough to it. They will go right up into it. And in a couple weeks, I will plant the cucumbers. Cucumbers are a warm weather crop though, and we can't do that here for a little while yet. Probably we're in the beginning of May at the time of this video, and we can't do that till the end of May. So I will be sure to video that as well, probably. Sometimes it's hard to fit video in, but I will try to remember to video that for you, and then later in the year give you an update so you can actually see what this looks like. All right, folks, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.